I came because I thought like you were like I was like, oh yeah, Bad Bunny's gonna
Me
perform.
too. I came here, I thought I was performing, but now I can't.
Bad Bunny might not have performed at this year's Grammys, but he certainly got people talking beyond his historic win for Album of the Year. Sometime before the final category was announced, the audience cam caught fellow nominee Lady Gaga approaching Bad Bunny from her seat that was like a table behind him. Gaga gently touches Benito on the shoulder, and it scares the heck out of him. And then he seems to collapse in relief in realizing that it was Gaga. Kind of a strange reaction, a little bit. Like, who was he scared it was going to be? I mean, people were making, I don't want to make light of the situation at all, but I mean, people were making a joke. What do you think? That was ice tapping him on the shoulder? Yeah, then Gaga gives him like a side hug and then gets the heck out of there before he even realizes it. But yeah, I did think that was a abnormal reaction from Bad Bunny. I just mean abnormal in terms of anybody reacting in that situation. Yeah, sure, some people would jump at somebody touching them on the shoulder for sure. I mean, it is the Grammys and you're sitting in the front table, so anyone who comes to approach you to say hi is going to be coming from behind. But no, the two things that struck me as very odd was that, when Gaga first touches him on the shoulder, his reflexes actually tell him to look in the other direction, which is strange. And then, when he kind of collapses in relief that's Gaga, it's like, who did he think he was going to be? It was kind of strange. But then it was this other moment captured by the audience cam that made this all click for me. So there's another moment where you can see that Bad Bunny starts dozing off. So I think what was actually happening, it looks like his eyes are open, but maybe he's able to sleep with his eyes open, I don't know. But yeah, if his eyes were open, I think he was like almost at the point where he was falling asleep, his eyes were heavy, blah, blah, or he was just completely zoned out, that he was basically sleeping with his eyes open. Because Gaga touching him on the shoulder, like you've been, everyone's fallen asleep somewhere, whatever, public place. So when someone wakes you up, it's kind of a jolt and you're a little bit disoriented for a second. That makes sense why, when he first feels the tap on the shoulder, it brings him back to consciousness. The reflexes just have him looking in the other direction. Like he's just disoriented as you are when you first wake up from a nap. You're like, that split second, you're like, where am I? What's going on? Well, for like in 2 seconds. So I think, that's what happened. She actually woke him up. And so him collapsing is not in relief that's Gaga. It's that, oh my God, I fell asleep. So now understanding that Bad Bunny was kind of dozing off, it makes me wonder if Gaga, approaching in the first place, her objective was to, wake him up, basically. So once she's awake, then she heads back to her seat really quickly. And even under normal circumstances, it would be understandable that Bad Bunny might have, dozed off because he's sitting there at his table by himself. He's not with anybody. So he's just sitting there by himself. But there's also the backdrop that he's preparing for a Super Bowl performance next weekend. Now, Gaga would certainly have sympathy for that because she did the same thing. Now, her schedule was actually reversed. It was the Super Bowl on February 5th, 2017, and then the Grammys were February 12th, 2017, and she performed on the Grammys too with Metallica. So it was reversed for her, but still, I'm sure he's exhausted. So either way, whether or not Gaga knew she was doing a good deed by, coming and saying hi to Bad Bunny in that moment, she ended up doing a very good deed by doing that, because he would have been caught on camera on the broadcast show, falling asleep. So I think Gaga was actually looking out for him. I think she saw what was happening and decided to move in and wake him up. But what are your thoughts?